Hi, good morning everyone. Let's get started with our next topic, which is architecture for SAP GRC. In this topic, we will see what are the different components of SAP GRC, what are the different packages required to be installed in each of these components, and we'll see that how these components connect together. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so here you can see that from the financial compliance perspective, you have access control, you have process control. From the trade management perspective, you have global trade management, that is GTM. From the environment regulations perspective, you have EH and S, that is environment, health and safety. And bottom you can see that the total of it is enterprise risk management. Okay, so you can see that this is the architecture for SAP GRC. Okay, at the top you can see GRC's risk management, that is aggregated detection of risks and controlled monitoring across the enterprise. Okay, this is formed of 4 different products. Access control, where you do secure SOD and compliant IDM and user provisioning. In the process control, you take care of the business process controls. Environment, you take care of environment, execution and legal compliance. Global trade services, here we streamline cross-border transactions. Okay, so architectural components for SAP GRC access control. So in this you can see that your environment is having finance, SCM, SRM, manufacturing, HR. Okay, you may be having SAP and non-SAP based components, based infrastructure. Okay, so this is your platform that you are protecting, and to protect this you require a controlled environment, that is cross enterprise library for best practice, segregation of duty roles. So you are having regulations, rules, corporate policies, best practices. And from the risk analysis remediation perspective, okay, you are having ARA, access risk analysis, access risk request management, business role management, and emergency access management. Okay, from audit oversight perspective, this is you have identity management, which can be SAP IDM, then you have periodic access review and audit. So these are the different layers and components of SAP GRC. Okay, for process control, let's see the process control aspect. You have risk process objective control, that is there are defined regulations that need to be followed, defined framework is there, corporate policies are there, and best practices. And the business processes that is need to be protected, or the process which need to be controlled for is these are the areas in which, so finance area, SCM, that is supply chains, SRM, supply relationship management, manufacturing, HR, and these are out of your SAPs. Say there are PeopleSoft, there are other legacy products. Okay, so these are the business processes across the enterprise. Okay, control activities, so you have few of this, you can automate the controls automatically, you are monitoring it, and for some you have guided business procedures, you are performing assessments at periodic basis. Okay, so now you have from monitoring and remediation perspective, so you will have a report for exceptions, you will have a report for remediation issues. Okay, so that is basically the process part. This is how we take care of the process control. So we review all the process, we come up with the control sequence, control activities for them, and we come up with a report telling, okay, what are the exceptions you have, what are the remediations that need to be performed for the issues that you have. Okay, let's see the exact architecture. Here you can see that you have, this is your business objects GRC suite 2010. Okay, so in this particular, this is sitting in the AS ABAP 7.02. okay, so you need at least 7.02 SP6 or higher, and you have, these are the add-ons. So basically this, you have NetWeaver 7.02 with service pack installed, and on top of that you are adding these add-ons, which is access control, process control, and risk management, and they all are there in this. This is the name of the add-on which is having all these three components. Which are the components? AC access control, PC process control, and RM risk management. So the component name which is there is GRC FND_A. So this indicates that you have access control in place. Okay, so this is on the server side. So on top of this you may have something called as, okay, so let's see the other slide basically, which is showing the other GRC components. So you have seen the access control, process control, risk management. Then for global trade services you need the component called SLL-LEG. okay, for Nota Física Electrónica, that is for Brazil's tax filing, you require SLL-NFE, and this requires a content lifecycle management, that is CLM, which contains functions for transporting business data, for example access control rule set, process control rule set. So the rule set which is provided by SAP, out of the box rule set, they may be coming in this. So we need to have this POA SBC, because this will have out of the box rule set. So you can start with those rule set and build your own rule set on top of it. Okay, so now let's see, at the front end side you have NWBC, that is NetWeaver Business Client 3.0, and Adobe Flash Player 10 is used for displaying dashboards, for example RM heat map. Okay, so this is on this side, and it is talking to, so these are the different RTAs you can have. So the RTAs which are there are for SAP ERP, that is 4.6C24 ECC 6.0. you require, these are the components, plugins which need to be installed using Saint package. Then for portal you require this package, business content, these are the business content which is required. Okay, so if it is a non SAP business application, you'll require a adapter to connect it to, and say for if it is a BI system, you will require an RFC to connect it to. Okay, if you are monitoring NetWeaver AS Java, you will be doing it through web services. Okay, then if you have say GRC search or SAP NetWeaver PI, you can use it RFC to connect to GRC server. And these front-end clients, they connect either using HTTP or using DAG, that is SAP GUI. Okay, so from the architecture perspective, let's see process control. So we have seen access control. The process control, there are two steps involved. One is configuration, that is which are the processes. Here you have procurement, it is having purchase order, invoice receipt, and payment. Okay, then you have process monitoring. Okay, you are configuring this, then you have process monitoring. Basically it is having two different types. One is detective controls we need to put in, and we need to put in the fraud detection. So detective control means, say, did someone create a purchase order and the corresponding invoice receipt? Did he also execute the payment run? So these are the type of detective controls we need to put in. Okay, same thing goes for fraud control. We need to identify what are the things which we can put it from the fraud perspective. Okay, now here it's showing different components and how they are connecting to the remote systems. So you have your access control, you have process control. So your preventative control monitoring is taken from here, and active control monitoring is taken from here. Okay, so that is pretty much I wanted to cover in this particular topic. Thank you for joining and have a nice day. Bye bye.